Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Money Huddle. It's your boy Dre Rich, Jets fan, as you might have forgotten, and my companion in this betting world, Eagles fan, Shaq. What's good, bro?
Hey man, coming off of a W from Monday night, can't be too bad. I mean, it was a good defensive game, but low scoring. But I'll take a win, man. I'll take a win.
I'm telling you, man, like the Eagles plus money. I was like, you really gonna take that? You're crazy.
Yeah, dude. I was like money line plus money. Come on, man. That's why I'm like Jordan Love. People need to come around. He sucks, bro. He's mediocre. He's
Also,
good. He ain't great. He'll get you nine
definitely
and eight, 10-7. That's it.
definitely want to say we the line changed on Monday. So we made our bets. We put the bets out. We gave y'all the video before Monday, and that line flipped from Eagles plus 1.5 to Eagles minus 1.5 quickly. They were like, "Oh hell, what are we doing? We're about to get
Yeah,
paid. We're
yeah.
about to get
It
robbed."
was a mistake. Because
We're
we
like,
recorded that on Friday, and by Saturday morning, you couldn't get that bet anymore. So you really needed to get that bad boy in there.
for real. Like they were like, "What are we doing? Letting Matt LaFleur lay 1.5 against the champs. This is this is
It's
insane,
not good.
Brother, this guy stinks!
bruh. I mean, like he was playing Madden as a 5-year-old because he was just running the ball, running the
Dude,
ball,
I'll tell you,
running the
the
ball.
receivers for Green Bay were terrible. I mean, Wicks has lineman hands. You know how many balls hit him in both hands that he dropped? Like, there was some, I mean, the receivers suck, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It was weird to watch, and I think it was boring. I don't even think the defenses played very well. I just think both offenses struggled to really do anything. But a win's a win, and we are an Eagles podcast.
Yeah,
So,
baby, we still playing for that number one seed. And there's a good game this weekend with the Seahawks taking on the Rams, man. Should be the Sunday night game instead of us, to be honest.
hey,
So,
in
but we're
my
gonna have
opinion,
two good football games this weekend with Eagles Detroit Sunday night and Rams taking on Seahawks for first place. And we're gonna have some good football.
hey, I'm gonna be sneaky right now and tell you right now, the passing game is open for Jalen Hurts in this Detroit game. I'm telling you, their
Oh
DB
yeah, I was gonna
not
say.
they ain't what you think they are, and you gonna
And I'll tell
see.
you right now, their run defense in Detroit is legit. And Jalen Hurts has proven it. Dude, I have watched every game this year, and Devontae Smith has had a 30 plus yard catch in every single game. Every single game. And it's like the same route, with or without AJ. He hits them deep and in the middle of the field, it seems like, on some craziness where the safety just blinks out.
In
Devontae
the
is like, I don't know, man. He's having a career year.
I'm just telling you, in a game where less than 15 catches were caught, and Devontae Smith had a touchdown. He's
And like
destined for bigger things.
a third of those catches were his.
He's destined for bigger things. Okay, but we will get to that. We had to get through what happened last week, week 10. Okay, we did good. Okay, you're gonna see right now we did very well. If our main bet hit, our prop bets were cashing. If our prop bets didn't cash all the way, our main bet hit. Like we are still in
I was
that
gonna say,
we're still in that middling term, but we were over 80% again. And you will see. Hey, dogs is barking because we bet on a dog. We bet on the dog of the week, which was the Eagles. So dogs are barking in Shaq's house. Dogs are barking when we bet on the dogs too. So
sorry
let's
guys,
go.
let me take care of that real quick.
But we're gonna start with game one. Okay. Giants plus 4.5 at Bears, minus 4.5, over under was 46.5. Shaq's best bet was the under, and that cashed. You know, he knows the over unders very well. It was close, but he did cash on that bet. Jackson Dart, also scored 2 touchdowns. Damn.
And I said in that episode I'd take the over on the rushing yards too, and he had that. And he didn't play the whole fourth.
What you have to realize, guys, is that whenever we specifically like a guy, okay, we probably are looking more into it than you think we are. Like, even harder than the regular bets, we're going in on the people that we actually are rooting for. Like Jackson Dart is a guy that Shaq has been rooting for since the beginning. He's delusional because he went to Ole Miss. But you have to
I was
say
waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
Shaq has been on point with the Ole Miss Jackson Dart bets. He's been doing a lot. 2 touchdowns, bro. He was the entire offense. He goes, "Oh, no Scatterboo? I'm Scatterboo Jr. Let me go." So, you know what I'm saying? And then number 2, Monungai did not have 40.5 rushing yards because my boy Swift is back. And I was trying to
Yeah,
tell
he did
Shaq
have a touchdown.
he scored. Great job in the red zone. He's a bigger guy. He's a thick guy. So, of course, he's going to get in there. He's a tough runner. I would rather run him at the goal line than Swift off injury any day. So, my young
Yeah,
guy did not have enough touches to get the 40.5 yards because Swift was running his ass off. Uh, Patriots
he said,
plus
"I'm
two
not
and a
losing
half.
my job."
And he was like, "Hey, bro, I just got here." Like, no.
Yeah, he's like,
Uh,
whoa.
Patriots plus 2.5 at Baker Nears minus 2.5. Over under 48.5. I cashed on the over 48.5 because I did not want to take Baker. I'm a realist, guys. Okay, I love Baker Mayfield, but I'm a realist. Okay. Even though I have a fiending itch to bet Baker. I mean, like, it's a girlfriend that you can't break up with because she's just so fun. I just might break the
Hey,
dish.
man,
You might, cut key your car up a little bit when she's mad at you, but you just can't
she
quit
gonna
her.
cost you.
She
Trust
gonna
me,
cost
I've
you some
got some
money.
experience with that.
But hey, I just can't quit her. And Baker is a guy I just can't stop betting on. But I was real, and I was like, hey, I'm just gonna bet on the points. Both people going crazy, and Patriots. Drake May, he won the game. He had to go crazy. In order for him to win the game, he had to score over 20 points because Baker Mayfield is definitely scoring 20 points. So
Yo,
it's
yeah.
just math. It's math, bro, and the math added up. So Drake May, though, did not have rushing yards because he was slinging that rock, bro. I'm telling you, he had 7 rushes,
With
all for under
that's
10 yards.
this is what I like about Drake May. Besides Stephon Diggs, who really hasn't been the number one guy, he has been throwing the ball to everybody, bro. Like it doesn't matter. Booty doesn't matter. He's out. It'll be Pop Warner, Pop Douglas. If he's out, well, Hunter Henry's gonna have a day. If he's out, he's gonna find Trayvon Henderson, who had a day. Like
It doesn't
it's
really matter.
crazy how this team Drake May. It shows you how talented Drake May is because none of those guys, besides maybe Trayvon Henderson and Hunter Henry, who's past his prime, are really that good. Like Stephon Diggs is old, coming off an ACL, and Drake May really has some talent here. Like they found somebody here, and I think Vrabel is the coach for him. Like I think they're going to be good.
He's a coach of the year candidate. If he wins a playoff matchup, which could be against my Daniel Jones, like he could, it could be Daniel Dimes versus Drake May, and you know who I'm going to bet on. But Drake May might overcome and overtake a Colts team who is susceptible to the pass, as we've seen in the past. But
And I'll tell you what, your boy John Gardner, man, he did not let you see how bad he looked in the end zone the other day.
yeah, he did not do very well. But he was doing very well when it comes to pass deflections, getting up the field. He made it tough which is why the Falcons lost. Penix could not get the ball up the field via the pass. It was a lot of dink and dunks to get up the field. He ended up having less than 180 yards. So that means that Sauce did his fucking job. So let's calm down, Shaq. But Des Johnson over 33.5 receptions. He had 4. Okay, because Tess Johnson, bro, he's gonna get his until Mike Evans comes back. It's him. It's all on him. Game 3 for the show. Game 2 for Shaq was Jags plus 1.5 minus Texans 1.5. Problem is, General Mills went the hell off, and the under did not hit. The under 37.5 did not hit because, like I said, Davis Mills torched the Jaguars. The
26
Jaguars are
points in the
trash.
fourth quarter.
Like,
26 points.
we'll get to how trash this Jags team in a minute because Shaq's bet hit double time. So Cam Little over 1.5 field goals, cash because they couldn't do much in the red zone. Okay, what else happened? Trevor Lawrence threw 2 interceptions. He is bad. This guy sucks, dude. Oh my God, he's garbage, dude. Dude, he's bad.
And I said Mills would too. Sorry, but both of these guys suck. Like,
both of you guys are really bad. But for Trevor Lawrence to really, bro, this is his chance to beat a Texas team that he can't really beat because the other quarterback was just as bad as him, and he could not even capitalize on that, bro. What the hell?
dang.
And now
Dude.
CJ Stroud's back. So good luck to you. You ain't beating them again? Hell no. So
No,
thanks.
that's where I'm at. I know I really need the Texans in my best ball leagues to step up. So I'm glad Stroud's back because nobody had General Mills in their motherfucking best
definitely
ball
need
lineup.
Stroud to do some things, bro. Because it's bad. Like I started Jacoby Brissett in one of my leagues because I have Stroud hurt. So I was like, I'm not sure how long I can keep on starting old Jacoby Brissett. It's getting a little bit too tight.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you're talking about it.
Hey,
Bro. You gotta take a puke bag with that start.
I had a couple of lucky weeks with Jacoby Brissett, but that's about all I can do.
Yeah, I bet you ate about 2 rolls of Tums every time you started his ass too.
Man, I was like, man, anyone else? No.
Fields? Dylan Gabriel.
No. Yeah, let's not do that. But
fuck no.
Saints plus 5.5 at Panthers minus 5.5. I told y'all this is probably a trap game. And next time I do that to y'all, I will bet the opposite of what my heart is telling me because I bet on the pussy Panthers, bro. Okay. I bet on them, the Pussycats, and they meowed like children, like little kittens. Yeah, whooped by freaking Tyler Shue, bro. Tyler Shue. Oh my God, bro. He had a flawless game. 2 passing touchdowns, 0 INTs, bro. Tyler Shue beat the crap out of the Panthers. At Panthers. Like literally.
Bro, Chris Olave went the fuck off, though.
It makes 0 sense. But
my prop bets he was making some crazy catches.
Like I said, bro, our main bets may have lost, but our prop bets were fire because Rico Dowdle had 16 carries. I told you, and this is a short on YouTube. Check it out. I said Rico Dowdle will have about 16, 17 carries. He ain't having 19, 20. He didn't. Okay? He didn't. Juwan Johnson, over 3.5 receptions. He had 4 cashed. I knew Tyler Shue would have to throw the ball. I didn't think he's going to be so good at doing it because he did very well. He did something that Jordan Love couldn't do. How could Tyler Shue do this, but Jordan Love couldn't do it at the crib, his own crib? This is how we knew Eagles were going to whoop their ass, okay? Even though it was a close game. I knew the Eagles were going to win that game because I'm like, dude, if you can't beat the Panthers, you ain't beating the Eagles. There's no way. But
no, bro.
Game 5 for the show. Game 3 for Shaq was Lions minus 8.5 at Commies plus 8.5 over under 49.5. They're the communists now. We call them communists now because they're not the Commanders, and they also aren't the Redskins because they suck. Okay,
yeah.
He bet the under.
The maroon.
He did not do anything. Only because they had garbage touchdowns at the end of the game because they were down by 30 half the game. Down by 30 quick. like
Yeah.
fast,
Game was over at halftime.
literally. Jameer Gibbs touchdown, finally cashed. Let's go.
Easy
Hopefully he can
money.
keep on. Hopefully he can keep on cashing because that was BS last week. But this week he cashed. David Montgomery over 42.5 rushing yards, cash because he had 70 because he was whooping them. They were whooping him, bro. Like, why would you run Jameer Gibbs the whole time whenever you have David Montgomery at the backfield ready to go and you're already up by 30? So,
Dude. Yeah.
I'm telling you,
So like prop wise, that
we
was easy. I just didn't see the garbage time touchdowns.
we both had a game where our main bet did not hit, but both prop bets hit. So you can make money if you're just betting on all the picks, not just picking and choosing. If you just bet on all the picks that you agree with us on the game, you're making some kind of money. If you're just parlaying all this stuff, you're an idiot. Okay? We don't just parlay all the stuff, bro. You don't do that with your money. You put your bets on single bets and then you parlay the ones you like. So if I like Jameer Gibbs touchdown, I'm putting a separate bet on that. Okay. Then I'm going to put a separate bet on Dave Montgomery. Then I'm going to parlay both of them because if I like it. Or I like the
Yeah.
Commanders plus 8.5, which who would ever do that? But I would like that. I would parlay that with David Montgomery, but I will also bet the Commies plus 8.5 by itself. Like
I'll give
you
you a good
don't just
example
put
of last week. Last weekend, I took both kickers knowing in the Jags Texans game, or was it? It was Texans and Denver, wasn't it? Yeah, Texans Denver. I took both kickers to have over 2 field goals, and I took both quarterbacks to throw interceptions because they're number one defenses and their quarterbacks are both ass. Those are both bets that I liked, and I took the under on that game knowing the weather. And that's something you parlay. You really got to, I mean, betting really is a script, and you have to know the players in it, dude. And if you don't, then you shouldn't bet on it. There's a reason why I hit most Eagle games. There's a reason why I hit good defensive games. If I know players, you really have to stay in your element. That's why we tell you guys, like, if you like two things that you know are for sure, put those two together. I mean, really, if you're for sure on two things they're going to hit, it really depends on what you're trying to do here. If you're trying to take a crazy approach of like 5 or 6 parlays and spend a little bit of money to make a lot of money, it's not going to cash out a lot. But if you want to spend a good chunk of change, like 30, $40 on 2 picks, and it brings you back 2.5 to 1, that's $120. You know what I mean? Like, or $100 to
bro.
spend 40. And that's how you do it. You got to spend bigger amounts of money, but it really comes down to the knowledge of knowing the players.
It really is also another form of bankroll management. You got $50 of expendable money. You put 30 of it on one pick. You parlay the other
Yeah.
$20. Like you don't put the whole 50 on a parlay. You idiots. I'm not saying y'all idiots because a lot of y'all, hey, we got smart listeners, so none of y'all are idiots. But if you know a friend who does not listen to the podcast, tell them to listen to the freaking podcast because they're idiots and they're doing that. They're gonna be broke really
Yeah,
quickly.
don't do that.
Be betting the house and being
Yeah,
homeless in a couple
yeah.
months.
See, that's the
Like,
thing. I always do a thing where I kind of have my long shots, but I have my for sure bets. Like I always got a for sure bet to kind of break even for the week, and that's where I'm at. And if I don't have the money for a for sure bet, then I'm taking a long shot with like $5, $10, guys. Like you gotta be smart, and you gotta realize maybe that $10 isn't gonna hit, but we ain't betting the house here. And if we are, it better not be no 6, 7 leg parlay, dude. You need 2, 3 guys that you know for sure, and you better know them.
literally, I bet on the over 48.5 in that Patriots Buccaneers game. I knew that was my best bet for the weekend. I put 50 on that. I got back my $50. So it was $100. So I $50 profit because it's usually the over unders are like minus 110, minus 115. So you're not gonna get like a lot of money back, but you're gonna get your money back. Okay. Then I parlayed that with my favorite bet with this bet, $20. I betted that with the Tess Johnson. That brought me back $140 because the parlaying of it gives you more odds. But I did not put my entire bankroll on the game. I just spread it out. And that's
Yeah.
how you cash and keep money in your pocket. Okay? Damn. People, listen to us. Try to help you out. But get Montgomery did cash for Shaq. And then game 6 for the show. Game 3 for me was Cardinals plus 6.5 at Seahawks minus 6.5. The Seahawks kicked that ass. Okay. I told y'all in the video last video, they put up points at the crib. Book them for 24
Bro,
plus points at the crib. Book it.
they've scored 30 points in 3 straight games in the first half.
They're insane.
They're, yeah.
And when you look at the roster, bro, it makes no sense.
No.
Who?
I mean, like, I get
have to
JSN, but he should not be like the number 1 receiver, honestly. Just he doesn't fit the profile, but he's just killing people.
Like,
And their running backs are
you look at, you're
fucking
like,
garbage.
if you look at all their home game scores, you're like, who they have out there? Megatron, fucking Tony Gonzalez, Tony Gonzalez. Like who? Like no, it's
What,
not.
fucking Randy Moss from
Literally,
2009?
there's
10?
no. Yeah, who the hell's putting up 140 yards receiving? Is that Randy Moss? No, it's actually JSN.
Yeah.
Literally, a guy who wasn't even drafted that high.
Oh, I'll tell you this: they
Like,
didn't trade DK without knowing what they had in JSN. Obviously,
yeah, they were like, you want to cry on the bench? You can get out of here, bro. We got somebody that ain't gonna cry and wants to be the best receiver
that's
in the
all right.
league.
I'll tell you right now: in dynasty leagues, I would take any wide receivers that come from OSU because they're killing it in the NFL the last 4 years. You look at the names of wide receivers from Ohio State the last 5 years, and you're gonna find at least 8 guys in the top 20.
Oh, definitely, guaranteed. Shaq Charbonnet, over 11.5 rushing attempts. This is my best bet. This is my best game of the week because I had all 3. I'm the only one to hit all 3 in this week. So this was I had the over. Had Zach Charbonnet over 11.5 rushing attempts, bro. He had 17 because they knew it's his time. Stop running Kenneth Walker now. Okay, he's not good.
He's ass.
Okay, he's really, really bad. But here's what happened.
Yeah, he is a candidate for an ass back,
job.
bro. Get his ass back on the
Bad.
bench.
And even though I knew it was gonna be the over, right? So I bet on Trey McBride over 64.5 receiving yards. He had 124. He said, I'll do you one better, brother. I'm gonna torch this team. I told you in the last video, there are certain divisions that cannot guard the tight end. This is one of those divisions. Anyone in this division, Seahawks, Cardinals, Niners, and the Rams, they cannot guard the tight end. Jets, Bills, Patriots, Dolphins
Higbee
cannot
only
guard the
kills
tight
against
end.
divisional opponents for the Rams. Like if Higbee's playing somebody in the division, he's gonna have 50 yards and a touchdown.
Guaranteed. So it's like you just gotta know
he's not good.
NFL. You just have to know the NFL. Me and Shaq, we know the NFL. We don't just know our teams. We know other teams, other divisions. This is what helps us bet on all the games and give you winning picks. Okay. But yeah, flawless victory, Mortal Kombat style on that game. But Sunday night football, Steelers plus 3.5, plus 3, Chargers plus -3, over under 45.5. We bet the over. It was a loss. Okay. Shaq's prop, Jalen Warren, touchdown, loss.
Man,
Ariana
fuck
Grande,
the Steelers. That's where I'm
aka
at.
Oronde Gadsden, over 53.5 receiving yards, loss.
Oronde Aston, dude, he sucked ass. He got hurt.
He did pretty bad. He should have had a good game because the Steelers are actually really bad against tight end, but they did not show that game. Lam McConkey did not have over 4.5 receptions. He had 4 receptions. I should have bet the yards, bro, because he had hella yards, but he did not have over 4.5 catches. Boswell, You can't kick field goals if you're down the entire game. So
Hey, you
what
can't kick
happened,
field goals if you don't move it past the 50 either.
bro? I'm telling you, man.
Dude,
Old man
Aaron
Rodgers,
Rodgers sucked ass in that game.
he
Major
showed
ass. Like,
he showed his age for sure.
DK Metcalf, irrelevant. They couldn't run the ball. Like, it was ugly. It was fucking ugly. And the Chargers didn't come out and smoke them. They didn't really score points in the fourth quarter because they're that beat up. They're also not that good because of injury. There's difference. But dude, I will not be betting on Steeler games if I don't have to. And if I do, it'll be against them because fuck that. I am not getting trapped by this old man, big gay ass smelling fucking team again. They burned me 2 weeks in a row. And the only motherfucker I want on here is Boswell, and it wasn't his fault this week. Fuck that team. Fuck the Steelers.
Yeah, I do not like the Steelers. I told you in the last video, Shaq, that I'm not gonna take Aaron Rodgers in this game. You know why? Because that short that we have on YouTube, check it out, has the most views for our show. When you talked about how old the corners were, okay, Darius Slade went out in this game too. I'm not sure why he was even in the game, but he was in the game. He got out, and you know Porter Jr. at corner can only do so much. Okay. And
Yeah,
these young, they're all young. They're all under 25 for the Chargers receivers. They were
besides
torching
Keenan
them.
Allen.
They were, except for Keenan Allen. He was torching them too. He has now the most
He's had
receptions.
a great fucking year, dude.
Bro, he just passed Antonio Gates for the most receptions
Yeah.
in Chargers
And
history.
he's like 35.
Bro, they were torching those old men on the Steelers. So I knew that was going to be a game that I would have rather taken the Chargers, but I can see where you were skeptical because they both sucked really bad. But I just knew it was possibly going to be a Chargers moment because of the young receivers, and that's in my head forever now, bro. If I hear about someone playing the Steelers and their receivers are young and fast and actually good, like
Over.
McConkey and Quentin Johnson, bro. They're really good young receivers. They were killing them.
Yeah, bro. And you know what? The tight end, Gadsden, would have killed him, but he got hurt. They really thought it was a serious injury. Turns out it's just a really deep quad bruise,
Yeah,
really deep to the bone. So, I mean, he'll play again this year, but he would have ate them alive over the middle too. He went down like second quarter, but yeah.
yeah,
Fuck the Steelers. I will not be betting on them if I don't have to. The only reason we even bet on this game was because it was the Sunday night game, or I wouldn't have touched this with a 10-foot pole and a hefty bag, bro.
yeah.
Are who we thought they were.
They are who we
Yeah.
thought they were, bro, and they are garbage. Okay, they
It's a
are.
fraud, it's a fraud, it's a fraud.
So we will say that was not our finest game. We all had it was everything was a loss, but we go back to the winning because we had the Eagles money line for Monday night football. Let's fucking go Eagles money line, cash money, man. I want to hear it.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's go.
Yeah, man.
Saquon
This was
Barkley
close though.
under. That was really close. 60 rushing yards, 41 receiving yards. That was
He
really
had
close.
on like one catch that was like 38.5 yards that he took.
Yes,
If
and
he didn't have that one catch, we wouldn't have had it. But we also wouldn't have scored the Smitty touchdown. So
true. It was a low scoring game, ugly game. No one liked it except for Shaq because of how it ended. Because we are an Eagles podcast.
man,
But
there was still some questionable calls at the end of that game where it's like,
it was
Sirianni,
a
what the
weird game.
fuck are you doing, bro? Like,
But see, and we should have put that into the analysis, the coaching advantage. Matt LaFleur is not that good of a coach to be out coaching out coaching your coach Sirianni, bro. Are you serious? Like that
yeah,
is a huge advantage.
man, we made an ass decision where There's a minute 18 left on the clock in that game. Fourth quarter, fourth down. It's like I want to say it was 4th and 6 on like the 36-yard line, their 36-yard line. Should have kicked a field goal, would have been 13-7, makes them have to score a touchdown. And instead, Sirianni goes for it on 4th and 6, says, no, I'm not going to take the points. We don't get it, turn it over. And then they had a chance at a 64-yarder to tie the game as time expired when there shouldn't have been that at all. That's piss poor coaching. Like, that's not his finest moment right there.
No, that's not good, bro. And he has to do better for sure, bro. Because I think that
You got to
if you
take
want,
the points.
and that's, bro. Jake Elliott used to be one of my favorite kickers in the league. He was capable,
He's a
confident,
good kicker.
and got opportunity. He does not get as nearly half of what he got 2 years ago. Not nearly.
He doesn't get
I am not.
opportunities because of the tush push and the fourth downs.
Yes, I have literally looked at him like the Lions kicker, Jesse Bates, good kicker. They don't ever use him because they're going forward on fourth.
Yeah. There's no reason to fucking have him, dude.
Okay, do not draft them in any league. If you're in a kicker league, do not draft them. They are not going to get used. But Dallas Goedert, over 3.5 receptions, cashed. Because I knew that. I told y'all in the last video, he has openings in this game because the Packers are not that good against tight end. And the Steelers kind of showed us that a little bit, but they could have did a lot better with the tight ends. Saquon Barkley did not have a touchdown. The only one who scored a touchdown was Devonta Smith for the Eagles.
Yeah, it's like his 4th or 5th 30-plus yard touchdown this year.
Yes, like Shaq was on Dallas Goedert, and I knew it was going to happen. And this one, I was really confident in too, but low scoring game. That's why we didn't cash the. We didn't bet the over because we knew it was going to be either over or under. Who knows? We knew one thing was going to happen. He was going to win. Hurts over 18.5 completions. I told y'all, man, he has to dink and dunk his way to the top. He has to. He did. So what do you want from him? If he needs to pass the ball 30 times, he will. But he does what the coaches tell him to do, which is why I think he's a great player. People need to stop hating on Jalen Hurts. Okay? Don't be mad at him because of the game script. The coach says,
he is the
hey,
best example of a leader in the NFL. He never
literally,
throws
like,
anybody under the bus. No matter how fucking dramatic somebody's being, he always owns his part of it. And all he does is go out and win. And he'll tell you at the end of the day, even at the end of that game, I don't care. Is there a W? Because that's what matters. Can we fix things? Yeah. But at the end of the day, my job is to win. And I don't care who gets it done. I just want a dub.
As a coach myself, I love the kids that I coach and they don't complain. Oh, coach, why I can't throw the ball 12 times this game because I coach middle school football. Okay, middle schoolers don't throw the ball that much. But like, I don't get 12 passes. No, you don't get 12 attempts. No, we are running the ball, killing the clock. These guys are actually good. We need to eat the clock and make this a gritty game. And
you gotta play to your advantages.
we had our best year this year, bro, because our quarterback did not complain. He did what he was told, and we won games. So in the case of Jalen Hurts, even though this is a whole different scale, I agree. He is a guy that I would like to coach. He is a kid that I would like to coach. So, but on to week 11. Thursday night football. Jets plus 12.5. Patriots minus 12.5. Over unders 43.5. Shag, where are we going, bro? Because I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because you know what I want. You know what I want. Are you going to give
Yeah. Look, this game seems like a trap game, bro. Seems like a trap game. Patriots have really, I mean, they have the easiest schedule in the league. Your Jets, they got rid of everybody. They got no superstars on that team. But I'll tell you what, a team like that has is a bunch of guys making the league fucking minimum, saying, I need a bigger contract next year, and I'll hit that guy as hard as you want me to, coach. You talk about Pee Wee guys making
Yeah.
850,000 to be out there starting. So there's going to be a lot of fight here. It's a divisional game. Man, this one's tough. It is tough. Like, I don't know. Did we have a
I
consensus bet on this? I know what you want.
I would love to take the Jets plus 12.5, but I understand your reasoning for not liking it. So I will also take the over 43.5. It is your choice, but those are my two options for a consensus bet. We don't have to have a consensus bet. We can have two separate bets and then have our viewers decide who to trust if you really want to go that route.
Man, it's
The over
just, you know
is
how hard
the
it is for
over.
me to sit here. You can't bet on the Jets. 12 and a half,
It's
dog.
I'm giving you the over 43.5. That's an option you can take too. But if you don't like the over, we can just have separate bets and have our viewers decide.
No, I think I have to take the over here. I have to.
Then what's our consensus bet? The over 43.5. I like it because that also is betting on the Jets without betting on the Jets.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just got to give me at least 14 points.
Telling you, man, there are guys who are fighting for roster spots next year. They know that with a new coach who just shipped off the best players, that no one's job is promised. Everyone can
Yeah.
get the hell out of Dodge next year. If he wants you to leave, he will kick you out. So it's going to be a hard nosed, gritty game. I can't believe some of these lines for this bet for this game because they're egregiously insulting to me, a Jets fan. But I will go with your first prop, which is on the Patriots, which I will never bet on a Patriots prop. So I'm gonna let you do that for me. Trayvon Henderson over 14.5 receiving yards. Why do you like it?
uh, by the looks on the books, I don't think Ramondre Stevenson is going to play in this game. There was rumblings that he was, but if you go and look at the prop bet for Trayvon's over under rush yards, it's 72 and a half, which is a lot. And he has not carried the ball a whole lot. But he had a big game last week. He had two 40-plus yard touchdowns, and he should have been three. First play of the game, he got tripped up, still a big run. But other than that, I mean, I just feel like he's a receiving back. You go looking at his film at OSU. He is a receiving guy. You get him out to the edge, get him in space to make moves, get him out in the open field. He is that guy. He's fast. He's shifty, and I feel like the patient. And two of the runs he broke, he got to the outside. He got to the edge, and then made moves. That's what he. And then as soon as he's gone, he's gone. He's fast. So I feel like on a short week, no Ramondre by the sounds of it. I haven't looked into that yet. I'm not real sure if he's going to play or not. Have they called him out yet?
Let me just make sure real quick.
Either way, I feel like he's going to be the third down back at the very least because of the receiving capabilities that he has. And 14 and a half seems pretty easy here, especially if the Jets do come out and compete in this game. You know, roster spot defense is a hungry dog. So I can see
Telling
them
you,
getting
bro.
after May. And honestly, the Patriots have flaws. You look at the Falcons; they kind of played with their food last week, or it was the Bucks. I'm sorry, played with their food last week with the Bucks and let them in it, and the Bucks were beat up. So I mean, this is a divisional game on a short week. The Patriots wide receiver core is pretty beat up. Ramondre Stevenson, pretty sure, is he playing?
Out. Out.
Out. Yeah, they're missing their number one guy. Trayvon Henderson should be a big part of this offense, and I feel like he would be a part of the receiving game, especially if the Jets make it competitive.
Also, the backup who filled in for Ramondre, Tyrell Jennings, who did pretty well last couple weeks. Okay, I
Out.
have him in fantasy. He did pretty well. I have him in fantasy. I tried him. He did some things. All right. I'm not gonna speak on it because he's a Patriot, but he helped me win a week in fantasy. Uh, he is also questionable to play, so it's pretty much Trayvon Henderson or nothing. Promise you, whoever they bring up
And you
from the
know who
practice
I
squad,
have in fantasy? Trayvon motherfucking Henderson.
whoever they bring up to back up Trayvon Henderson, they ain't gonna give him many carries, bro. I'm telling you, they're like, no, we don't trust you in a divisional game. It's Trayvon Henderson or nothing. So I like this
Yeah.
bet for sure. The usage will be there. So and the Jets are not that good against the running back and the receiving yards. Let's go make sure what that says. We are actually we're pretty good. We only allow 25 yards to the receiving running back. But oh no, we can always change. You know, what I'm saying
It's
divisional
because you're
game.
usually getting burned in the secondary already.
Yeah, that's probably why because we have Stephon Diggs to worry about. Uh, Drake May over 1.5 passing touchdowns. That is the way to beat the Jets. So I will not shy you away from that. But why else do you like him?
Like I was saying, secondary has been torched all year. Now there's no Gardner Johnson. Not that he was doing much out there for you guys. Like they were giving up. I want to say they were giving up the fourth most yards to the wide receiver this year. You guys have the worst 3 and out on offense that there is. So I mean, Drake May has proven that he can hit 7, 8 guys in a game. Like he spreads the ball around. Doesn't matter. There's no booty. Like we were saying earlier, there his number one guy has changed every week. Hunter Henry's had a week. Booty's had a week. Diggs has had a week. Trayvon Henderson had a week. Like he spreads the ball around. It's not going to be one guy that beats you. One thing is for sure, though, is Drake May throws a good ball. He makes good decisions, and he's not scared to throw it to anybody on this team. So 2 passing touchdowns seems easy. The Jets have given up 2 or more passing touchdowns in all but one game this season, and that was that terrible Browns game where it was so bad. The weather was shit-tacular. Oh no, that was that. Yeah, it was that last week. That Browns game last week. Yeah, it was
That
that
was
Browns game last week
that was
because
last.
it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the
We
Browns.
won last week, sir. Okay.
Sorry. I was getting confused with that Browns game where the weather was really bad. Judkins had 3 touchdowns. I forgot you guys played last week and
Yeah,
barely
but
won that game because of special teams twice.
I will say that this is a great bet. Knowing the Jets are bad against the quarterback passing, we allow 1.8 passing touchdowns per game. I'm sure Drake May can find that extra 20% to get two. Okay, I'm sure he can.
Yeah.
Now we get into the egregious and the insulting lines because I'm only betting on the Jets. So you know the books hate us with a passion. They want me to be pissed on the show because why is Justin Fields passing yards only 138 and a half? Okay, the Patriots allow 290 passing yards per game. Okay. I know they did pretty well against Baker Mayfield, who still had over this amount, but it's Baker Mayfield, so I cannot hate or cannot compare him to Fields. Fields is a very inaccurate passer. I just know he will have to do this in order to do anything productive in this game. And the Browns, yes, last week he had under 100 yards passing, and I think that's why this is where it's at right now in the books. But that is an insane DB core the Browns have. Okay, let's not get out of hand.
I bet. Here's why I bet it's at 138 and a half. There was last week, but I also think the books don't think he finishes this game. I think they think he might get benched in this game, and they're worried.
No, he's not getting benched in this game. This is not the game to bench him. Okay, this is not the game to bench Justin Fields. Okay, but
That's the only reason
over
I would put
138
caution.
passing yards. Okay, yes, it's a very cautionary betting line. Okay, I will say that. I just don't think it should be that low. Okay, it's almost like they don't believe he'll do anything at all, and that's not the case, bro. This is a rivalry game where everyone goes balls to the wall, and I think that there's opportunities in the passing game for Justin Fields to go over 138 and a half passing yards. I am taking as my second prop Jimmy Ruckert. Okay, Jimmy Ruckert's our backup tight end. Okay, let's not say that I'm a homer and that I'm betting on anyone that I can bet on. I just know that the receivers will be locked down. Okay, Gonzalez.
There's
I'm
no
not betting.
Garrett Wilson in this game either.
No Garrett. Okay, I think he's just holding out to get traded or cut next year or something because we ain't gonna pay him. Okay, so he might just be out of town. Uh, another
Oh
Ohio
man, he'd be
State,
better just about anywhere else.
another Ohio State receiver that has been torching the league before we started sucking. Justin Fields is going to get looking for the tight ends, okay? Because the Patriots are not they're top 10 worst against the tight end. So I know that they will have openings for the tight end, and I do think that our rookie will be locked down. Okay, uh, the rookie's been doing good. He's been doing very well, but I do think that Ruckert has gotten targets. He didn't get any targets. He got one target last game. Okay. But before that, he got three targets, caught one for 24 yards. We will have to have a two tight end set in this game in order to stay upright because the Patriots are blitzing. It's
Well,
Mike
and
Vrabel,
you
damn it.
guys will be running the ball a lot.
That too. So we will have extra protection on the O line, two tight end sets. Rucker will be on the field, guaranteed over 50% of the time. He'll be on the field. Okay. Because it's Vrabel. He's going to blitz. Okay. He's going to be a tough defensive minded coach, and we're going to need extra protection. So, Rucker on the field, one catch, he can get 5 yards in one catch. I know he can.
I was gonna
He
say
can get
one.
a
That's
5 yard.
very easy for one catch. Even if he
Bruh,
gets one catch and it's a first down, it should be 5 yards easy.
guaranteed, bro. So I'm not even worried about this bet. It's my most confident bet just because of the game style of what we're going to have to do. And if we're down, if we're up, it don't matter. He's going to play. Okay, so this is a weird line, kind of like the Justin Fields one, but this is even more weird for me. So I'm taking Rucker in prime time, who was supposed to be our number one guy last year, but he wasn't that good. So we had to go get Taylor, the rookie.
Well,
So
they're like the exact opposite tight ends. Mason Taylor is a catch and fall guy, and Rucker is a blocking and get your nose dirty, brick hands kind of guy.
yeah, brick hands, but if he catches it, bro, he's running right through someone. Right through.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm like, there should be the check down plays where he's open, especially if they're gonna, there's no Garrett, so they're gonna run the ball. They're gonna be in 12 personnel a lot, and if you're gonna have a passing game in that formation because you're gonna want to leave those guys out there a lot of the time, play action is gonna be involved. Which two tight ends, he should get one target tonight. All he needs is one.
He's gonna get three, but he's gonna catch one of the three. And he will get 5 yards. This is a guarantee to me.
It's like
I
that
am
Lions
100%.
tight end from a while back. What was his name? Started with an E.
Uh,
Yeah, stone hands, man.
Ebron,
Ebron, fucking terrible, bro. He had stone hands, man. They were no good.
bro. Eric Ebron was so bad, dude. Oh,
Dude, Eric
Brother,
Ebrick,
this
dude, it was
guy
fucking bad.
stinks.
his
Like,
career was very short lived. Oh, he sucked.
oh yeah. Dude, it was so
But
bad, but it wasn't though. He was like in Detroit for like 5 fucking years, brick passing shit, man. They
oh, let me
didn't
get
try to
traded
get
to
anybody else for like 4 years.
let me get traded to Pittsburgh. Still sucked.
Oh man.
He was
Yeah.
bad. Uh,
Yeah.
but he was also a really big tight end, though. I will say he had the size of someone who could be really good. He just couldn't catch the ball.
Right. Yeah,
So
no, he had middle linebacker hands, bro.
that is our bets for this game. Like I said, it's an ugly game. It's not the sexiest Thursday night game. Okay, I'm a Jets fan. Do not worry about what number I'm wearing because whoever jersey I'm wearing was cut from the team because they were not good at all. So don't tell me who it is. If you want to know if you want to know who it is on the jersey, post in the comments. And I'll tell you in the comments who it is. If you ask, that makes me know you watched the video. Okay, and if you want to know, I will tell you in the comments. But that is our best for the game. I will give you the recap. It is Jets plus 12.5 at the Patriots minus 12.5. Over under is 43.5. We're going with the over 43.5 because we are the Eagles podcast, but we kind of, sort of, sometimes support the Jets. And it's not a very popular thing to do, support the Jets, but we are on a win streak. Okay. I thought I would never say that this year. We are on a win streak. And it's gonna be a good game because we have belief that we can make it gritty. If we can make Drake May make the mistakes, which he has before in the past, he's fumbled a lot. Actually, he's thrown ints in the red zone a few times. If we can do something, get turnovers, we can make this game ugly and give us a short field. We cannot drive up the field. If the Patriots make us drive up the field, we ain't doing shit. Okay, we ain't doing shit. But if we can get short field, midfield, we can do something. So over 43.5, Shaq's first prop is Trayvon Henderson. Over 14.5 receiving yards. I think it's going to happen. He's very well used. He's one of the only guys able to be used because everyone's hurt for the Patriots. Even their backup behind Ramondre Stevenson is hurt, and he's going to be questionable to play. They're going to trust him with everything in this game, and they're at home. Use the guy you drafted at home. What are you doing, front office? If you do not make the coach Vrabel use the man we drafted. Okay, Drake May over 1.5 passing touchdowns. This is how you beat the Jets. You pass on them. How many QBs do you know this year have passed for over 1.5 touchdowns on the Jets? A lot of them. Everyone except for Gabriel, because Dylan Gabriel sucks. Okay, but okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Justin Fields, over 138.5 passing yards. You know we're gonna get there, okay? If we have any chance to win this game or get to the over, he has to pass the ball. There are capable guys available to pass the ball. They're just not elite. Okay, there's no one elite. But if we can avoid the side that Christian Gonzalez is on and just hammer everybody else, that will get us over this number. I think he has to. He has 64 yards against a much better Browns defense. A much better Browns defense. Can he get 80 more yards on the Patriots? I think so. He damn better. So I'm going with that. Prop number 2, Jimmy Ruckert, bro. Backup tight end, over 4.5 receiving yards. I think he gets there because he'll be on the field half the time blocking. Why not surprise for a pass? 5 yards, first down, touchdown. A 5 yard touchdown pass is what I'm thinking, hoping. So, yeah, give me that for sure. And that is our bets for this Thursday night football game. Short and sweet, under an hour long video because it's not worth it. The Jets aren't worth an hour long video. Okay. But we will catch y'all Friday for another installment of Money Huddle. You know we got some bets coming, bro.
Big games this weekend. Good football. We got to get this trash heap of fucking ass out of the way, and then we got some good football this weekend.
Damn,
So
that kind of hurt.
let's get this garbage out of the way. Don't even watch this game. All right, this game's not even worth it. If you're gonna bet this game, bet the Patriots money line and hit a parlay with one of our picks that you agree with, and call it a day. And don't spend your whole bankroll on it because this game is a flaming dumpster fire of trap. Do not get trapped in this game.
Yeah, do not bet the points. Okay, this is a game where you parlay the Patriots with any prop that you want. Okay, but just don't bet the 12 and a half. Please don't bet the 12 and a half on either side. Please don't. Don't do it.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Both sides is a trap. So, you know, what I'm saying the Jets have on win streak,
Yeah.
right? If you want to bet the Jets, oh, the Jets are winning the last two games. Let me just take the 12 and a half. No, don't do that. Oh, the Patriots, they beat the Buccaneers. I got to take 12 and a half. Don't take that either.
They haven't beat anybody by 10 plus points all year.
Don't do that. They've been in gritty games all season. So that's our best for this week
It's a trap
for this
game.
Thursday night
Don't
football
take
game.
12 and a half.
Don't look at the spread at all. Do not look at the spread at all. Props and the over under only.
Yeah.
This is your only warning.
Take the over. Take the over. Take the Patriots money line. Hell, if you think it'll be defensive, take the under. But do not take the points on any of this. And take one prop if you want to double your money, but don't bet the house on it. Never bet on the Jets. That's a rule.
But that is our bets for this Thursday night football game. We will see y'all on Friday for another episode of Money Huddle. Peace.
Later, guys.